Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing one of my favourite things, which is an AliExpress haul. I love doing these like mixed bags, literally it's a mixed bag. Not sure how many things are in here. I have opened it, but I haven't actually gone through it yet, so we'll do that together. And we'll start with item number one. Okay, Smart 3D Holographic Display. Now, anyone who's been on AliExpress, Temu, any of them sort of sites, you'll see these. They're designed, I think, more for like shop fronts or, you know, to have logos and things. But this is like a mini one. It's really small. So you get your instructions, remote control, and yeah, it is small. So that's what's going to give you your holographic effect. And usually a lot of them are double, so you'll have two of them, and they're a lot longer. I have bought one before, it didn't work because it came with an actual plug. I needed to buy an adapter, and when it was plugged into the adapter, it didn't like it. It sped up, slowed down, sped up, slowed down, so the effect was awful. You also get a USB-A to micro SD card. Does it come with a micro SD card then? And if so, where the bejesus would you put it? Because there's nowhere on the back unless... Okay. That opens apparently. But again, is it there? Is that the micro SD card? Yes it is. Okay, so it has got a micro SD card, yeah. Seems alright. Seems alright. And you also get a little kind of stand. Why do I say stand like that now? And if I sound nasally, it's because I've been a bit sneezy. How does that go in there like that? Okay, well it clearly doesn't. I thought it would have hung off of that, but there is nothing for it to hang off of. Yeah, interesting. Where's the box? A minute, let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Instructions. So it just rests in it. Can hang it, so it's going to go like that. Wow. That doesn't seem great at all. But apparently that's what it says on the picture. It just literally rests in it. I thought it would have, hung on it, which to me would have made more sense. But in the picture, it's literally just got it rested like that. So, you know what? For the minute, we'll hold it, and we'll see what it does when it's plugged in. Oh, there we go. Okay guys, welcome to the Christmas special. It's not, I should have guessed actually from the box, that's a wreath under that sticker. It's preloaded with Christmas ones. For the size of it, it does come with remote control. Let's turn sound off. So you got play, you got brightness. Can you turn it down then? Yeah, you can. Turn it up. And then you've got play, skip. Jellyfish. That's actually, for how small it is, and this wasn't a lot of money, because these can be quite expensive. He wants a poo. Every time I do these videos, he wants a bloody poo. But yeah, I can't say I'm disappointed with that actually. for the size of it. I'm disappointed with that. That's absolute junk. But I'll probably mount it. Right, I'll be back in a minute because he needs a poo. But yeah, that's the little holographic fan. Which actually, all right, this one, as I say, it is clearly aimed at Christmas because it's the decoration. But I didn't know it was coming with a built-in speaker as well. Which actually didn't sound the worst. It didn't hurt my ears. They didn't make them bleed. Right, next. Now this is a mixture of just gadgets that I thought would be interesting, like the holographic fan on a holographic display, and some actual hopefully useful tech. Now this one is a lint remover. Okay, your clothes, they get a little bit older. I've got some shorts that have gone all bobbly, and what I'm hoping is this can make them look unbobbly. Okay, so USB-C charging, instructions, little no, it's not a toothbrush, a little cleaning brush, and the unit itself. Now I went for, I think the one on the picture, yeah, the black and purple, which immediately makes this look worth another 50p, in my opinion. What I am worried about though, is this just gonna completely, okay, don't do it with that off. That's for cleaning. Keep that on. How does it work? I'm guessing the bubbles go through the gaps and then the blades cut it off, but I'm actually worried now that I might ruin a pair of shorts. There is clearly a lot of stuff. Yeah, there is. Blimey. Look at all that. That does look a lot better. Okay. Okay. Maybe this one actually might come in handy. So yeah, also, when you turn it on, you have got a battery percentage little screen on the other side. That one actually might come in handy. It didn't damage them at all. I was pressing quite hard. But it did remove all the little bobbly bits. So yeah, okay. Lint remover. If you've got lint, you want it removed. You know what you want to do? Get a lint remover. Clue's in the name, people. The clue is in the name. Well, that's pretty good. So far, two things. Both pretty happy. I've just jinxed the rest, haven't I? So, item number 3. And it is a digital microscope. Ew. So we get a box. So you get a very kind of cheap looking stand. Oh man, I've got to stop saying it. A cheap, you get a stand. Stand. You get a, oh okay, I was going to say it's a cable, but it's not, it's actually wired in. And then you get the microscope. And then you've got USB-A to USB-C. USB-A to micro USB. You've got microscope calibration ruler. What the hell? Okay, we are living in the year 2025. And this thing comes with drivers on a little disc. Now, I ain't got a disc player in my PC. CD drive, whatever. I'm guessing that's for maybe older stuff. Actually, no, the laptop hasn't either. I have got an external one somewhere that I might have to dig out, but I'm pretty certain you could just download. Yeah, there's a website. Oh, okay, for Windows 7 and Windows XP, download the software from the website. Windows 7 and Windows XP, how old is this thing? Wow. USB 3-in-1, 2-in-1 microscope. Which is it, 3-in-1 or 2-in-1? But anyway, you get some instructions. Triangle, connect, joggle. Pretty certain joggle isn't a word, but okay. So, without looking at instructions, because we don't like instructions, do we? Okay, no, you know what? I'm not going to pause this up. So it just goes on like. So that side you've got a button that says snap, and you've got a button on the other side light. Okay. So you've got. How does that open? Does it come off? Does it spin? Is it stuck on? I can't feel any tape. Oh, yes I can. No, I can't. I can see some. Oh, that's inside. Right, there you go. That comes off. Again, this I'm going to use this little tiny coin, which you can see is about. It's smaller than my thumbnail. This is tiny, and we're going to see how much detail we can actually see. In fact, let's. Next, what's that one? No, not that one. I don't do that one yet. Oh, okay, we'll do that one. Now this is a pretty simple electronic luggage scale. Someone's cutting grass or doing something already in the morning. How dare they? In the office here. Reason why I bought this is actually to use. Hopefully it won't pick that up, but there is some strimming or something going on outside. You get instructions, but I mean it's pretty bloody self-explanatory. You get a hook, you've got a readout at the top, on, off, and unit. So as it got batteries, don't tell me it takes. Oh, what the hell? No, it takes 2 batteries. Okay, so it's at 0. 3 kilos. Right. We will weigh something. What can we weigh that I know the weight of? We'll actually test this later. What we'll do is I will put some clothes into a suitcase, just a little suitcase, put it on our scales upstairs, see what that says, because that's what we normally do. We weigh it before we leave the house. The problem with that is when you come back from holiday and you've bought some stuff to bring home, you then don't know if you're overloaded. Now you can go to the airport, you know, use the scales and think, oh, and then rejiggle things. But if you put this in your case, it doesn't weigh much, it doesn't take up much space. You can just double check that you've not bought too much stuff to come back home with, because they will charge you a bloody fortune even if you're a little bit over. So I thought this would actually come in handy if it's accurate or reasonably accurate. So what we'll do later is I'll stick some clothes in a suitcase, stick the suitcase on the scales upstairs, see what that says, and then I'll pick it up with this. Obviously also if your suitcase is like 20 odd kilos, may be a bit of a struggle picking it up if you're not strong like me. But yeah, we'll see what that's like later. And this is like 12.1 pound. Okay, hopefully you can see 12.1 pound. Now let's see what this one does. And it is saying, wow. £12.13. So that, because they're pretty much new scales, they should be pretty accurate. That actually seems bloody accurate then. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Next, we'll have a look at okay. Well, this is just another thing that I thought might be quite useful for cleaning the laptop, the keyboard by my, where my computer is. And it is I can't remember how many this is, whether it's an 11 in one, 8 in one. Doesn't say anything. 8 in one. It's an 8 in one. It's 100% original and genuine, so it's not a copy of, which is good to know, because if this was a copy, it'd be rubbish, wouldn't it? But this is a 100% genuine 8 in one. Right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. The spray would be 5. Am I missing something here? That definitely doesn't come out because it's attached to that. That definitely doesn't come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm guessing they put a sticker over where it tells you what everything is. God's sake. Now at least this one's actually coming off. Glasses. Could do that microscope actually. Right, it says it's got a built-in key puller. Mine doesn't have that. There's nothing else, is there? No. If you look at the back of it, or you look at the front of it actually, there's above the clippy bit, above this, there's supposed to be a key puller. Now as you can see, mine has nothing above that. It does not have that key puller. So clearly, even if this is original, it's genuine original, it doesn't match the bloody box. And it clearly is not 8 in 1. Well, I'll take them off, I can't see if it... Screen cleaner 1. And the cloth is 2. So screen cleaner, cloth is 2. Cleaning swab 3. You crafty buggers. Right, okay. You've also got a tiny brush on here. That's another one if you're cleaning things. Crafty buggers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That there is supposed to be a mobile phone holder. I'm sorry, but this is meant to be a cleaning product, an 8 in 1 cleaning product. Now it's a mobile phone holder. So yeah, so the key puller the fact that it says this is mobile. So yeah, it adds up to 8 in their eyes. But I mean, come on. Will this be useful? Probably for a little while, but it's not going to last long. It's not going to be the most effective way of cleaning anything. And for what you get, and that's now stuck. You push it in. Okay, that's me being an idiot. You push it in and then push it down. Does that one do it as well? Yeah, they click in place. All right, that's me being a wally. First time for everything. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best, really. Probably won't use that. So that will be a boot sale. Anyone wants to go to a boot sale in Somerset, because you're desperate for one of these, look out for me. Next, we have a smart pen. Now this is a translation or dictionary scanning pen. And I thought, when I bought this, I thought, oh, that might actually be quite good. Get instructions, you get a pen, and you get USB-C. Now I thought it might be quite good, and then I thought afterwards, well actually, everyone's got, if you've got a smartphone, you've got access to an AI translator. So this probably isn't going to be as useful as I first thought. But it could still be useful in some scenarios. Let's power it on. Translation pen. Well, this isn't a good start. It still just says translation pen. It's meant to bring up a menu. Yeah, the main screen. There's meant to be 8 options from the main screen, because I've seen a video of this in use. But this one's clearly frozen. It's meant to be a touchscreen as well. Nothing's happening. Right, let's try and force restart. I don't think this is working. I'm literally just getting that screen. Next item. Next item is... and then we've got 2 left. Now I saw this one and I bought it because I think this could actually be quite dangerous. It's a folding kettle. And I still haven't found my knife. Pens. Who needs a knife? Yeah, because anyone who's used to anything that folds... Oh, you son of a... Luckily it's just a standard 3-prong. But again, AliExpress, they need to sort this out. If you're selling to the UK, you need to buy some bloody 3-prong plugs. Because this is just getting a joke now. Don't sell to a country that you're not actually prepared to put the effort in. I'm grouchy today. Because I'm tired. More tired than usual. Anyway, you get instructions. Box. Cable that I can't use. Just tell you why I'm grouchy. My wife went in for her operation on Tuesday, a gallbladder. Anyone who's seen videos have known that she's had gallstones for a while, and she developed pancreatitis because they blocked the duct or whatever. So she had to go on a liver fasting diet to try and shrink the liver, and then she had keyhole surgery on Tuesday. It should have been day surgery, should have been coming home that day. But like always in our life, things didn't go quite to plan. when they disconnected the gallbladder. When they tried to grab it to pull it out, pardon me, it ruptured, dropping the little gallstones and some of the bile and everything into my wife's abdomen, which, you know, she said, the surgeon said who come around afterwards that they couldn't obviously find all the little, but they said that's fine, the body will absorb them and they'll be got rid of. But what they're more worried about is the bile. So she had to have a drain put in. Also, the surgeon said that when they were cutting through to get to the duct that they have to clamp off, they cut through the duct slightly, the actual bile duct. So although the surgeon said she did clamp it further up, she can't be 100% certain the clamp's correct to the point where if bile is still dripping into the abdomen, then that's not good. They have to go back in, clean her out, and clamp the duct, so the bile doesn't just leak into the abdomen, basically. So she had to have the drain put in, which meant she had to stay in. She's been in 2 nights now. She's still in. I'll go and see her again after work. Hopefully she can come home today. Once the drain comes out, if they're happy that the drain's not filling up with bile, then she can come home. But yeah, I am, pretty tired. We've had a bit of a stressful time lately. What with the dog being ill, me being ill, and my wife being ill. So that's why I'm a little bit grouchy today and a little bit annoyed with AliExpress for sending me the wrong plug. But yes, anyway, back to this kettle and why I think it could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be dangerous. And it is a pop-up travel kettle, which actually on paper sounds like a reasonably good idea. It takes up, if you open that and let the air out, that might be easier. It doesn't take up a load of space. You can get little travel kettles, which are not much bigger than this, but they hold like half a litre. You make 1 cup of tea and that's it. This is, I believe, it's 600 mils. So it's not, because the max volume is there. So the max volume is only halfway up. So again, you get maybe 1-2 cups of tea out of it if you're lucky. So it's not actually as beneficial as I thought. But why do I think this could be dangerous? Well, anyone who's bought anything that pops up, whether it be if you're into camping, you have a pop-up washing up bowl, pop-up water storage, whatever. Over time, where they pop in and out, it can weaken, it can crack. And after a while, you have to replace things. Well, we've had it in the past. We've had pop-up washing baskets and we've got a pop-up colander for draining pasta and things. And again, over time, that starts to get weak and it can split. And I'm just thinking, this is quite thin anyway. I mean, I don't know whether that's some kind of silicone maybe. I mean, trying to find out any information on there is going to be impossible. And that translation pen, yeah, the translation pen is not working. I will try and reset it. See if you can reset it. Because otherwise that's going to have to go back. Yeah, we will try this. I will plug in our plug if it fits. It should do. I'm pretty certain that's just a standard connection. And we'll see how long this takes to boil. But this may be handy if you're, into camping. You live off grid. Not live off grid, but you go off grid a bit, and you just want to, you've got solar and batteries in your camping van, whatever. You could take this with you. It doesn't take up much space. You could put that in a drawer, and then when you want to make a drink, pop it out, fill it up, and then put it away. Has any one of you got anything like this? Used anything like this? Is it actually quite good? Is it safe? Have you had it for a while? And so far, there's no splits, there's no cracks, there's no weak points. It'd be interesting to know. So yeah, if you have used one of these, or if you've got one of these, or anything similar to this, drop a comment and let me know how that works out for you. Because I think in principle it's a good idea. But at the same time, you don't want a weak point. You don't want it to start splitting with boiling water in it. That's going to end badly. But we will give that a shot. We'll give that a go. So I found a power lead. So we can now use the kettle. And I filled it up to the maximum level, which is there, with cold water. And I thought we'll see how long it takes to boil. Oops. Okay, that's actually it. No, not timer. Stopwatch. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so it's coming up to 2 minutes. Okay, it's getting warm. Probably not a good place to have my phone, actually. If things go wrong, my phone's had it. That's 5 minutes. It is now. That's got to be, that's close to, well, that's boiling. Will it switch off? I don't think it will. No. Okay, so let's see if it pours or whether okay, it says on the thing it's 600 mils, doesn't it? That is, yeah, 500 mils is there, so yeah, it is about 600 mils. I mean, it works. It doesn't, I was worried that it would flex when you pour it, but actually, it kind of goes down. It's more at the back it goes down. The front is harder. I don't know why, whether it's designed that way, or whether it's just how it, you know, pot luck. But it does work. The foldable kettle, it does work. And luckily I keep loads of these power cables. I never throw power cables away. So yes, possibly a good product. May suit you if you're looking for a little kettle that you can easily store away. Yeah, not bad, not bad. We have a rotary countdown timer. Now, again, everyone's got a timer. You've got a phone, you've got a stopwatch on your phone. But sometimes it can be a bit of a hassle, you know, or you might be in the kitchen, your phone's in the other room, it's on charge, whatever. You just want to set a quick timer. Now most things, microwave, halogens and everything, not halogens, or air fryers, they've got timers built in. You set the time how long you want it to cook for. But if you use the oven, and it has got a clock on our oven, but you need a degree in science and engineering just to figure out how the clock on an oven actually bloody works. Because, yeah, it's just awful. So you put something in the oven, and you want bloody berries, and you just want to set a timer. Oh, is that sticky? No. Why do they put them on? It's not. It's meant to be magnetic. What batteries do you take? I'm guessing treble A's. Most things take treble A's these days. 3 treble A's. This is probably going to set the dog off, because he hates anything that beeps. Okay, so. Right, okay. So you get a nice big display. Minutes and seconds. And it goes out. So it saves the battery. It goes out after a minute if you're not using it. So how do you... So literally you just turn it. So 10 seconds. And how do you start it? Do you click it? There you go. So I've just put it on 10 seconds. You push it in. You click it in. And then there's your alarm. Push it in again to stop it. So yeah, you just literally turn the wheel, to get your time. Push it in and job done. There's nothing to it. There's nothing really to go wrong with it. Have we got any metal here? It is magnetic. It sticks to that. That's fine. I need like metal. Metal. But yeah, it's designed to stick to the fridge, side of the fridge, or you know, fridge door, whatever. It is quite heavy with them batteries, so. But yeah, that actually. How do you turn it off though? Can you reset it? Because at the moment, that's. If you hold it in. Hold it in. So if you hold it in, yeah, you've got it on a timer, or someone's had it on a timer, but you don't want to mess around. If you push it in, it goes back to zeros. So that actually seems alright. Maybe not just for the kitchen. Obviously that's where it's designed for. But yeah, I don't think that's too bad actually. I kind of like that. It is a nice big display as well. It's bigger than what I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. So yeah, timer. If you need a timer, can't really go wrong with that. Now, and I'm so glad it's got a picture of what it's got on the front, because digital pocket scales. Why did I buy? I don't know why I bought this. I don't need it. There's nothing in my life where I need to weigh little things in that, you know. Now, obviously, this has got some questionable uses. Get instructions. But it's also got some, and it's going to take batteries, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's going to take 2 AA's. No, treble A's. Sorry, 2 treble A's. Yeah, I mean, you could say that there's certain clientele that could use this for dodgy dealings. Get what I did there, dodgy dealings, get it? But you get your little LCD readout. If I put it down flat, that's 19 grams. Let's reset that. Let's see how much this pen weighs. 15.19 grams pen. Now the problem is, it's hard to actually weigh anything this little and know if it's accurate. Unless I get something that's got the weight on it, but then you got to take off the packet, and the weights are not always exact, are they? But anyway, so this is your little pocket scale. How do you turn it off? Hold down to turn it off. And it is literally, it's about the size of a credit card, but it's obviously about a thickness of it's a bit thicker than a phone, but it's pocketable. You could put that in your pocket. Now obviously on the picture on the front here, it's got a couple of rings, and that's what I was thinking. If you go into places like, I've started going to boot sales obviously, and if you're someone who say collects or buys gold, you could have this in your pocket so you know exactly how much the weight of the product you're buying. You know, a gold ring, obviously gold, if it's scrap value, you pay by the gram. This would just allow you to excuse me, this would allow you to get a more accurate view on how much to pay for that product, if they're asking too much or if it's a bargain. You know, this could come in handy, and that's what I was thinking. For things like that, this could actually be quite good. Me personally, do I need it? No. Will I ever use it? Probably not. Will this be going to the boot sale? Will this be going to the boot sale? Probably. Batteries included. But But yeah, you might have an actual genuine purpose for that. Again, if you have, that's not dodgy. Let me know. Drop a comment and tell me what you would use this for. Okay, guys. So that does it for this video. Hopefully, there's been a couple of things here that have caught your eye, piqued your interest, and you thought actually that might come in handy. If you have enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like. It does help. It really does help me and the channel. If you've got any questions about any of this, as usual, drop a comment. I'm more than happy to answer all questions. If you've got any suggestions, again, drop a comment and make, if there's something that I've used here or shown here and you've used something similar, let me know, and then maybe I'll buy that and review it. Someone recently said about, have I thought about checking out a certain smartwatch? I looked at it, I thought actually that looks alright, I've ordered it. So I can't order everything that everybody recommends because obviously price dependent, but as long as it fits in with the budget scale of things, and I think, yeah, it could be quite interesting to look at it, I'll buy it and review it. Mini review it. I don't do a full in-depth review, but I do a mini review. So yeah, anything you might want me to check out, drop it in the comments, and it may come up in a future video. And if you haven't done so, but you do like these sort of videos, please subscribe. Again, it just means you won't miss out on any future videos, because this week I hope to do 3 videos, but because of my wife being in hospital and I've been back and forth to the hospital and working and stuff, I haven't had time. So it's 2 this week, but next week I'm off work. So I am going to try and get at least 3 videos out. I'm waiting on stuff to come in, which is really frustrating. But I've got enough here to do 1 video. And then I've got stuff coming in that should be here next week sometime, so I can get them out as well. So yeah, I've got a lot more stuff coming up. A lot more stuff's been ordered. So yes, make sure you don't want to miss it. You really don't. I mean, who wants to miss me? Look at this face. You don't want to miss this. If you miss this, you're missing out. Come on. But yeah, jokes aside, yeah, just if you want to see any more future videos, just subscribe and you will see all future videos. That's how it works. But that does it for this video. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go to work now. I hope to see all of you again very, very soon in the next one. But for now, guys, I will see you later. Bye, guys.